In here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the image we just used, which is the LS. That's why I always put this front with wrinkles, right? Oh, wait, just give me 1 second. Usually when you download this, it says PNG, but apparently it's not a PNG, right? And that, or at least it's not a straight editable PNG. So you need to save again. I don't know why. Yeah, save, replace, and I think we're good with this. Let's try again. Okay, right, there you go. So this is my my image in Photoshop. I want to do two things here. The first I want to do is, okay, so this image is ready to go, right? But I want to apply these wrinkles, okay, on top of the image. So for example, if I were to go to Customily again, I can click here to edit my template. Remember, we are not going to be just previewing this. We just saw how the product looks. We can just try again by clicking here. The product has this flat view, as we see. It has an overlay. It has a texture which makes this a bit darker, but it's we wanted to change the mockup. So we click on the template to open the template, right? Just like this. Click to edit. And we forget about the first step. The first step is the print, and this is perfect. We don't want to do anything with this. We want to go straight to the second step, to the preview, right? So we click next, and we go to the preview. First thing you're going to see is that's not the color I selected, right? Why? Because all colors are rendered on the template always, all available colors from that supplier. But if you check on the other on this Customily section, you will see that the product has the template, has the options, and on the variants actually has the color variants. Only one color, right? Yeah, but the color, the white color, is actually on the position 1515. Basically, this is the way Printify works. It's going to have one image per size. So if you have, I don't know, 20 colors and 10 sizes, you have 200 images, right? But in this case, this is the way it is structured, and you don't have to worry. This is a great way for you to find the image that actually is going to be loading. So you go back to the template, you pick the product colors, right? Of course, we need to unlock this. And if we actually type here, instead of position 1, we go to position 15. That's, well, it seems to be the same color. Position 151, and then we go to position 1500. That's the white, right? At the same time, we have, no, that's actually the image. There's no overlay with the wrinkles in this particular product, but we can add it because we're enhancing this. So first we need to do is click to upload a new image. We can replace this, as you can see, right? If you don't like it, you don't save it. Let me go with the front with wrinkles, just like that, right? And now it is. In case this is not exactly precise, don't worry. You can always unlock everything from the design, select everything, of course, not the product, and just position this to be more realistic. Don't worry about this. This is always editable by you. But now we have the same, we have this image, and guess what? The wrinkles are not showing on top of the design. We need another dynamic image on top of this to provide the wrinkles, but they need to be transparent. So this is how we're going to do it. On the tutorial, you will see that you need to basically select the t-shirt, right? Copy that t-shirt and paste it as a mask on another layer, and then invert the colors to create just the darker versions in transparency. There's a lot of things that, but I just gave you a quick concept so you can look for that on another software. But if you're going to be working with Photoshop, what you need to do is the following. I cannot make this bigger as interface, but I'll do my best. and you can let me know if there are some icons you don't see. First of all, in the layers part in here, at the bottom, we have some tools to create new layers. And I want to create a new layer, which is the new paper here. I click one, I create one layer, and then I create another one. So one layer, the last one I created, I'm going to, with the bucket here, the paint bucket, I'm going to pick black and I'm going to paint all black. Then layer number 2, I'm going to paint any color that is not black and white. Could be this one. You don't see that, don't worry, because basically you need to toggle this on and off. That's it. I need those 2 layers for now. But then let me click back to my main picture, right? This is the one I need to work on. And I need to go to the selection tools. There's a lot of selection tools. If you're happy with the lasso, you can just try to select whatever you are going to be using as your texture, right? This is pretty nice. Maybe we need to be a bit more detailed, right? Another way to select is by using the magic wand, which is pretty accurate, right? And if not, you can just adjust the tolerance or just click again to, well, maybe add a couple of things or not. Let me try to reduce the tolerance to see if I can at least narrow the selection to what it is, right? Okay, pretty sure we are close there. What we need to do is we need to select the t-shirt. We select basically what we need to use, we're going to be using as our texture. Actually, the way I see this is, I don't know why we have, oh, yeah, right, I know why, because I actually picked the background. So it selected everything white, right? Don't worry. You can always right click and click select inverse or select opposite. And that will select only the t-shirt. So once we are here, we go to edit and we click copy, just like that. All right. So now that we copy this, we can go and play with the layers. We pick the black layer. We need to, of course, toggle this view. And then there's one of the buttons here when you added a new layer. There's one with basically has a hole. It's a rectangle with a hole. This is to create a mask within the layer. It will give like a floating effect on top. So if I click this, I will create, very important, sorry. We copy the t-shirt, yeah? Don't worry about this. And we need to deselect. Okay, that's great. So we select the t-shirt, we copy the t-shirt, and we deselect. Then we go to our black layer. We toggle this viewable, and we click on the rectangle with a hole, which is to add a new mask. And now you see this layer actually has 2 parts, the front and the mask. And we need to enter this. We have to enter this or this. We're going to enter this one. This is the mask itself. The way to enter this, and I have tried to find some menu commands to avoid keyboard shortcuts, but I couldn't find any of this. You need to click the Alt key and then click, right? And now we are inside. Now that we are inside, what we need to do is go to Edit, Paste, Special Paste in Context, or Shift Control V, Shift Command V also in Mac. And now we have the t-shirt. That's great. We right-click to unselect. And this is pretty much the final stage. We are going to go to Image. In Image, we have something called Adjustments, and we have the Invert. Invert also is Command or Control I. And it should look like something like this. Remember, we are inside this object, right? So whenever we are finished, all we have to do, click on the Select or Move item, and I think with the Alt key or the Control or Command key, click outside, and that's it. We are out of this element. Alt click, we enter, and it looks like this. Control click goes outside. Now that we have this, we're pretty much done with our overlay, and that's why we created the second layer in color. Why? Because this allows us to play around with the opacity and the contrast of our layer. So if we pick on this object that has the texture, we can click on image, adjust brightness and contrast, and when we pull up the brightness, we make this stronger, right? We want this too strong, and we pull down the contrast. Actually, this shows a bit stronger. If we don't want the wrinkles to be very strong, we can go slow, go negative on the brightness, right? But basically what we're doing is we're adjusting how transparent our texture is going to be. And the orange layer allows us to see the effect better than if we have a white. Okay, so that's it. Let's say, okay, this is something you can play around with that. And that's it. All you have to do is right-click on that layer, click on Quick Export as PNG. And we're going to call this LS front wrinkle. I'm going to call this overlay. I try to separate what a mask and an overlay is. A mask is the black and white shape we use for image placeholders and maps. The overlay is this extra PNG that we use in Customily. So if I jump into Customily, I can create a new dynamic image in the step 2. This will be called the texture overlay. And if I click on upload image, yeah, and I look for that, this one, right? Okay, yeah, that's it. Now this is a bit bigger because we only exported the shape instead and not the entire canvas. But all I have to do is do this, and it's going to fit pretty much there. Okay, and because this is on top of everything, it's giving the texture on top of the design. That's how you at least give an extra thing to your t-shirts. Let's do another trick with the same file. Let me take you to Photoshop again. Let's say we're going to forget about the black. Sorry, we're going to forget about the black layer and the orange layer and stick with the original one. I think what we need to do is we need to actually replicate the selection again. Well, because we have this, if we click with the Control or Command key, we click here. I think we replicate the selection. Let me just 1 second. Okay, just Alt to enter and click to select. Okay, no, it's not giving. No worries. Okay, just let's go to selection again, right? Let's pick on the background. Okay, showing everything because we have the tolerance. Right. Okay, so it's more, I'm pretty much there. Okay, so we pick the t-shirt again. We invert the selection because we only want the t-shirt. Yeah. Okay, so this is the shape we need to keep. And at the same time, we don't want anything to do with the background. So because we selected the white part and not the t-shirt, what we can do is go to edit and erase. Or we can hit the delete button on the keyboard and unselect. Now we have the same t-shirt and nothing around, which can be pretty useful. And we can export this. We can just right-click and export, quick export as PNG. And we're going to call this the LS front wrinkle transparent. Why do we want to do this? Because we want to put another background, context background. So we go back to Customily and okay, so texture overlay, this is transparent, this will have no problem. but the background, the product color right now has a white background. So if I were to create a new dynamic image, which is going to be our context, right? Let me push this down, but it's going to be on top of product colors. I'm going to upload a context I found. I'm not happy with this context, to be honest, but this is the best I could get to get some contrast. I'm going to use this one. Okay. We don't see this. Okay, this is here, right? So if we expand this to fit the canvas, if we put this context to be the last layer, so behind the product color, it's not going to show. Why? Because our product color has a white background. But our newest creation, based on the original image, doesn't have a background. So if I were to find this, it says front wrinkle base, front wrinkle overlay, and front wrinkle transparent. Yeah. Okay, I will have to adjust this slightly, but just a bit. Just so they are perfect. In the future, you will know that you can export everything with the same size, so you don't have to do this readjustments. Yeah, but now you see how the context is showing. Why? Because our product base, our product color, has no background. It's transparent, and then I can just grab this and make it really big, or as big as I want this. Push it all the way to one side, and that's my context. Maybe I can just, yeah. You see how things change now, right? Because now we have the t-shirt, we have a context, the context should be better. I understand that. Couldn't find anything that I really liked. And that's it. And nothing has changed from the print. We are just enhancing the product preview. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you really quickly what could happen if we want to create a pocket product. Pocket basically are the ones that print on the chest and print on the back or on the side. So let me go to Printify again. And let's search for pocket, because there's a product that's called actually, the unisex pocket t-shirt. So in here, we can pick the color. In this case is going to be white again. But again, in Photoshop, you can put all the images, all the flat images, and the overlay will be just one. And that's it. You can put all the colors that you need together. Sizes, all sizes. And the print is going to be the pocket and the back. Okay, so when we click next, we need to first pick the pocket print, the design for the pocket print area. I'm going to use one of our designs that we had before. We're going to use one that we use because this is a summer theme. So we're going to use beach icons for the pocket. Beautiful. And for the back, we're going to use a summer design, pretty much the same we use here, or the besties. Let's go to summer. Okay, summer besties. And that's it. Let Customily process all this together. There's a question. When you create products with multiple print areas, will it generate separate print files for each section? Yes. Actually, that depends entirely on the PLD provider. Usually, multiple print areas imply multiple products, and Customily automatically separates all things together. So it's a very good question, and it's automatically done. And you're going to see how it looks when this template is finished. Now, in the meantime, this is working. We can go again to Printify. We can go back to products, go and find pocket. Right, this is the t-shirt we're using. And if we go to our provider, which was Swift POD, go to Start Designing. Instead of editing, we're going to click Preview. And in the preview, you see we have, well, front with the pocket, we have back, person 1, person 2, but we have a person close-up. And if we want to put together a really nice view of the product, we're going to be using this close-up, right? Let's download this, and I show you how you can do this. So let me call this the LS Pocket Close Up. That's it. Let's go to Customily again and see what happened. This is the no, this is where we are right now. So let me just close a couple of things. Now you see how this has been rendered. This is rendered to show clearly the front and the back, the pocket and the back. But this is not a very attractive view, right? So let me call this the LS Summer Summer Back Glass Pocket. Right, so if we click on the icon, it's going to show the icon. That's great. We can call this the summer 2024, right? Or 25 for next season. 24, yeah, we are still summer. And these are the girls and everything. I mean, we can save this image, but we don't like this image. So we're going to keep it as a draft again and have Customily show us the backend so we can see the template and the options. Okay, very important. You see, like always, when we go to, we check the product, we check the template, the options, and when we check the variants, we see that the colors have different positions depending on the color we selected. In this case, we need to modify the position number 6, which is the white. If we have multiple images, we have multiple colors, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Depending on the colors we select. So let's open the template. And let me show you what I mean by pocket. This also goes with the question we had about separate print files. So if I go to edit, in the print, I will see that, remember, this product had 3 print areas, above pocket, back, and pocket. So these files are all what we need. Right now, pocket is 1 file, above pocket is empty, and back has this design. Yeah, so automatically everything is created and is going to render 3 different print files. But on the preview, on the next step, things are different. Why? Because, well, we get to see this, which is maybe not the most attractive thing to do and to see. So we have the pocket here, we have the back here, and then we have the product colors. Remember, the product in the position number 6, we have the white version, right? But I would rather not change yet this image because this reference is pretty useful. I'm going to create a new dynamic image and I'm going to bring the back image. The back image, you should have downloaded that, right? It should be this, back product base. Okay. So now this is our back. The reason why I want a new image is because, to be honest, I want this to be precise on the proportion and the position. So one thing I can do is I can click on appearance in this new image, toggle this a bit down just to see how this will fit. Pretty much there. Just so I'm happy with the proportions and everything. Yeah. Okay, great. Still, this is pretty empty. So let me just pull this all the way down to this, right? So now we have the back and the image. Yeah, that's all I need. Okay. And the product colors, well, pretty much, I don't need this anymore. But for now, I have this one and I have this one. How would I like to show the pocket? Would I like to show this as big as this? Or maybe I want to make this, sorry, this. Oh, I have something locked. That's why I'm not being able to resize things. Let me just, that's the thing. Okay, so now I pick the entire back and the image, and now I can resize. I want this image to show pretty big. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay. And then I want the pocket to show small in here, but to show on the close-up I made. So I can create, let's call this the, say the new product color. Okay, right? We can even put this to be the same ID. It doesn't matter because it's going to show white. And now let's say I add another image that's going to be the pocket view. And I can go to upload images and I can find this pocket, right? Okay. I can do something like this. I can let me align to the bottom and to the left. Okay. I can do this. Okay, all good. Maybe we need to make it smaller, but the pocket is pretty small. So why don't we play around with this? Play around with this image. Now that we have it, we can actually do it. So let's go to paint. I need to change this, resave this again, just really quickly. Okay, file, save as PNG on the same position. Okay, and now I can open Photoshop. So I'm going to open this one, right? So if I were to start with something, I would say I want to move this and make it bigger. To make it bigger, I need to open the free transform, which is the Control T. I really don't know how to. You need to trigger the free transform. It's not. I couldn't find that in the menus. I can only find that in the shortcut keyboard shortcuts. What if I want this? So it should show a bit of the person, a bit of the t-shirt on the neck or something. Because if I put this, like it's not very clear which part. Okay, so check. Now this is a bigger zoom, more clear view of the pocket. Another thing we can do, maybe we can remove the the neck. Center this, and instead of having a pretty nasty square there, we can click on the in the circle selection and try to drag a circle. If I hold the shift, the circle will be full, just like that. Okay, that is what I want to pick, and we can use the same tool we use for the overlays. There's a rectangle with a hole on the bottom here. This pretty much what does is whatever you have selected will become the new mask of the object. And if I click there, now I have this as a circle. Moreover, I can right click and say fusion options. And there's a lot of things here, but all I need is trace or outline, something like that. Okay, that will give me this pretty nice perspective and shape. That's it. We can just click to a right click or here, export as PNG. We're going to say ls pocket close-up circle and go back to Customily and come here and change this to this view. Now this looks better, right? And we can actually grab our entire pocket file here, make it bigger, and position this in here. Oh, it's behind because, well, this pocket view should be all the way down. Let me just wait. Close, close, close. Okay, there you go. Okay, pocket view, new product color, and the pocket part, we put it here. So this is the pocket. And we are going to shrink this to make sure it fits the pocket. Doesn't matter if this looks like this. Remember, Customily allows you to go to transform and add a skew effect like this. So it will shift. Oh, actually, it's going to shift like that. And it's going to shift like that. So that's a bit more aligned. Same goes with this. We can shift this. And we need to shift the same way. 4 and minus 9. 4, minus 9. Okay, and we can preview the icons just to see how they are shifted. right? And now it's the same print file, but it's looking pretty nice along with the back. And we're going to just hide the original product colors. We don't need that. And this is the product image. This is the back. So now if we pick, for example, the pocket and the pocket view, make it a bit bigger, just like that. And this is our new preview, just like that. And the print is the same. Nothing has changed from the pocket and the back. Yeah, it's printing different, but it's showing all at the same time in a better view.